Good morning and welcome, composing process students, to my section, that is section 01. Welcome to the club. I'm your instructor. I'm a facilitator for the course. Miss Ivory is the coordinator, so I'm like working for Miss Ivory. My name is Lisa Kile. Miss Ivory asked me to send a photo, and I sent this one. I don't know if she'll use it. I'm just all thrilled because my daughter got married last week, and I'm the mother of the bride. I don't know if she'll use that picture. She asked me for one. And I just wanted to introduce a couple of things and get a couple of issues cleared up with my section. Communication is definitely the key to online classes, and I want you to be careful to keep track of all your grades. I'll be putting up the grades in Moodle. I'll try to grade as quickly as I can. But please, it's on you. It's important that you keep track and make sure that you get credit for everything you do. If something slips through the cracks, or I miss something, or perhaps you email me something late and I don't remember it, just stay on top of things. Always let me know. I haven't seen my grade for this yet, miss. Please help me out with that. Okay. Once we do that, once we remain respectful and yet vigilant, everybody always gets credit for their work. If your work is late, I'll definitely try to help you, but I won't be checking your work until I get done with the work that was on time. And so, of course, if you send in stuff really, really late, then it becomes too late. So let's not have that. Last time I taught this course in 2020, it was a really high dropout rate. I felt really bad. My section had almost 10% dropout rate. It wasn't just me, it was all the sections. I don't know if people were just getting used to online or what was the problem. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping to keep you, right? So here are some of the things about the course. Please don't register for the course unless you're planning to write, because you'll just waste your money. You do have to write. You should drop the course if you don't feel that you can do the work. But if you're prepared to write, there's no reason that you can't pass this course, okay? It's a blended course. So most of everything, the instruction, the lectures, everything, Miss Kelly has them well organized on Moodle and Articulate Rise. All you have to do is go click right through it, and all the materials are organized really well for you. So the weekly meeting that I have with you is not really for me to do a lecture, because Miss Kelly has done all of that on the page. It's more for me to clarify assignments, help organize. We might work in pairs for the investigative lecture or the investigative paper. So it's good for me to kind of make sure that the pairs are working. But it's kind of an organizational thing, these meets. We'll do them once a week as needed. I feel free to cancel them if I don't think they are needed. If we don't have a writing assignment, I don't really think we need them. So I'm going to go ahead and have the first one for Monday the 23rd. And then after that, I'll put an ongoing link for those. And after that, I will let you know when I think we need a whole class meet. I will, however, also need to do individual and small group meets to workshop your drafts. Okay, so we'll schedule those as needed. Okay, so right here you can see the folders that Miss Kelly has put up. I'll put the course outline and this video and all instructional materials that I prepare for you in this folder. Right? You'll need to use your UB email to access it, because I'm going to limit it and let only my students into my folder. Because what happens, some students, they browse in everybody's folders and they get themselves confused. Okay, so you will be invited to go into the folder but not the other sections. Okay, I do welcome feedback from students at all times on anything you want to complain about or ask me about. Please use my EOB email, which I check every day, several times a day. I always try to get back to people. Please only call me or text me in emergencies, because sometimes my WhatsApp gets all clogged up and I stop checking it, right? So if you are confused about anything, or if Moodle is giving trouble, because that happens, please email me immediately. And if you are locked out of Moodle due to any kind of block, Please don't just disappear from the course. That is fatal for your grade, right? Email me, contact me immediately, and I will make whatever arrangements I can so that you can get your work, okay? Everybody needs to have a backup system, like a flash drive or whatsoever, because of course you cannot hand up work and then you say, oh, I can't hand it up, the file is corrupted. Okay, you have to have a backup. I recommend Google Docs. Everybody's got a Google Docs storage. I know you know this, but I'm just going to say it's right there under that little waffle under UB email or personal email, and then the drop-down menu comes and you select Drive, and then you have all of your documents that you have saved. In order to share a document, I know you know this because you're much younger than me, so you're so much smarter, but just to make sure, when you share a document, you need to go to this blue share button. There are always people who try to highlight the URL at the top of the page, and that doesn't work. Most of the coursework is supposed to be uploaded as a PDF on the Moodle page. However, I am fine with you sharing your Google Doc with me. It's just as easy for me to grade and edit it like that, okay? But just make sure that you share so that anyone with the link can view, right? Don't send me a locked document, okay? So here are my email addresses. This is my email address at UB, and the second one is my personal Gmail. Try to only use the UB one. That's the one I check every day. I barely check the other one. I just store my documents on it. Remember to log into our Google Meets using your UB email. You'll have to browse under that. Otherwise, I can't let you in. I have to click you in, but you automatically go in if you use your UB email address. So I'm really happy always to answer questions, but remember, try not to ask questions when the answer is in the course outline, which I'm going to put in the folder and also email to you along with this video, okay? So all of these questions are actually answered by the course outline, okay? So it's good to look at that quickly first before you ask. Here's an overview of the course. As you'll see when you look at the course outline, there's an audiobook that you can read and reflect on for extra marks. And I will just note that, as I said the last time I taught this course, we had a high dropout rate and nobody did the extra marks assignment. So maybe you can be different. Extra marks is always good. The first thing then you'll have to do is a chapter summary from one of the writing texts. And there are going to be several forums. Miss Kelly likes culture, so she'll probably have you find cultural videos, real short ones, and summarize them and discuss them in an online format. And then she'll have us, the facilitators, go through and give you a grade for your writing there. The first major assignment is the travel article. It's an article by you about a place that you visit in Belize. It gets 2 grades, 1 for each draft. And then the final is an investigative essay. She has not given us the topics yet. However, I will let my section feel free to come up with their own topics as long as it's a fresh, local topic. I don't want any stale topics, and especially not one that many essays already exist online for, because then we are going to get into a plagiarism risk, right? That they don't want that. So there'll be an assigned topic, and you'll also have the leeway, at least in my section, to come up with your own topic, but it should be about Belize, right? I don't want, cyberbullying. That's a big topic that everyone in the world is writing about, and there are so many essays to just straight up steal, and that would be problems, okay? So if you want to come up with your own topic, that's great. There are 2 drafts for the investigative, and that is also your final. There is no external exam. So actually you see that although people tend to drop out of the course, I think they are lazy to write, it's actually not that much to do. It's actually a kind of a bare bones course. Okay, so here are just some basic reminders. Our first meeting for section 01 will be Monday, August 23rd at 8, and I will put the link in our folder. The folder says Lisa Kile. Okay, and to get into the folder, you do need your UB email. Okay, read the course outline immediately. I'm enclosing it right now in the email so you can read it and get a sense. Please be aware that like all the other instructors, I have access to a plagiarism checker, although we try to avoid that risk in the course by making all of our topics be very local, and that helps us with the plagiarism issue. Just for your own help for making it through semester at UB, I'm asking you to make a schedule of when you are at UB, set some hours aside for the week for each of your courses and stick to it, and let all the family members respect it. Even the little babies, they have to know when mommy and daddy are at UB. That means they are not available, okay? So nobody can just get you to do what they want you to do when you are at UB. You have to have that little time set aside for you, even though you are at home. And remember that you should always make sure that I got your assignments. If I email you to ask for a missing assignment, please answer, okay? Just to get started a little bit, you might want to brainstorm and think a little bit about a place that you've been that is in Belize that you could write an article about aimed at local or international tourists. It could be a nice restaurant or a beautiful waterfall or anything that you feel that you could really give a nice article with pictures explaining, okay, because that's mostly the first assignment. So thanks everybody for listening, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you, and we'll meet again in the next week, okay?